Women's World Championship tag made Denise.
Oh, my goodness.
Athena at 482 days as champ. 49 bouts where she is the champion or fighting for the title.
I still feel she's the most, she's the champion with the most title defenses in a short amount of time. 480-something days, 49 wins. It's like in less than 10 days apart, she's been defending the title.
Up and over, and Devin makes the tag. And in comes Adam Priest.
Adam Priest, a very solid guy, reminds you of like the Dynamite Kid type person. Very aggressive, low center of gravity. Blind tag made by Davari, and I don't think Priest knows about it.
Oh, look at this. And Athena, of course, will be taking on Hikaru Shida, excuse me.
Oh, that's going to be enough. There's no reason to kick out of that.
Cover, 2.
Wow.
And Shida, of course, over 400 days in her own right with the AEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah.
3 times over a champion. Arguably the greatest Women's World Champion in Ring of Honor history versus the greatest AEW Women's World Champion.
So we get the greatest women's match in history tonight. That's what I'm predicting.
So,
another drop. This is the second drop that Adam Priest has taken on the back of his head.
2. And, of course, we will see the Ring of Honor Women's World Television title.
Oh, man.
The first champion ever crowned here tonight. The tournament has been sensational on Honor Club. 16 athletes put their hat in the ring. And we are down to 2. Queen Aminata and Billy Starks. Tag made. In comes Red Titus. Ooh.
With that knee to the bread basket. Red is able to gain that control. They're going right to his opponents here. Davari's not going to sit there. Whoa! Beautiful hydraulic drop kick by Red Titus. Nobody does it like him. Rick Card belly to belly.
And he won the TV title with this move. Hooks the leg. Cover. 2.
Oh, that's the reason why Josh broke that up, Rick Abani. He knows how powerful that belly to belly suplex is. Those forearms inside.
And look at this, Josh Woods. Red Titus know each other so well.
And again.
Oh, and countered. Whoa! Maybe not the smartest move for Titus to try that on an amateur star like Woods.
I've never seen Titus belly-to-belly reverse. That's the first time I've seen it dipping, ripping right inside of Josh Woods. Josh Woods with the reversal brings him up.
Oh, look at the premier athletes. That right angle slam into the reverse cutter.
This is some great cohesiveness, the tag team cohesiveness of Mark Sterling's crew, man. These premier athletes have been phenomenal.
And quick tags made. And Sterling certainly has the premier athletes rolling here as Titus rolls through. Priest grabs Davari. It's Nice Davari returning from injury.
Oh, this could be
wait a minute. Titus, 2 with no one to save Nice. It's Nice kicking out.
You think they're wearing Sterling silver because of Sterling?
Well, that's a great question. As Titus.
Watch the landing on this one. High shoulders.
Oh.
Make the cover, Titus.
Hooks the leg. 2. Oh, and the premier athletes came in great shape. They are clearly ready to go, but maybe just a little bit of a ring rust. Sterling made the explicit choice to pull them off the road, to recalibrate and get their mind straight to go into 6-man action.
And I tell you what, they're diving into the deep. And like I said, 2 former Ring of Honor television champions. The 2 former Ring of Honor television champions are in the ring at the moment right now. Reversal bumped into each other. Tony Nese, very smart move. Let's see if Tony makes the tag. Nobody in his corner is up, and Red sees that. Red Titus is a great tag team wrestler, tag team specialist.
Wow! And it's Woods! Oh, he just tossed Titus clear across the ring. Priest, big open hand.
Priest right in the face of Josh Woods, that low center of gravity. Hard for Josh Woods to grab hold of, but not hard for Priest to get a boot up.
Wait a minute.
Has him.
Woods! And this is how quickly fortunes can change with Josh Woods.
Absolutely. Josh Woods does not take no to anybody. They're right in front of us, Rick Abani. This is first hour. They can't mess us up this soon.
Oh, look at it. It's Deppen sending Nice. And this has been an all-out war in our opening bout at 0 hours. Look at Deppen.
Yeah, I don't believe the premier athletes thought they was going to get this much in here. I'm just going to back up because I've seen this type of stuff before.
And look at Davari. Oh, great combination here.
Nothing good can happen from this.
Wow, triple team into the waiting arms of Woods.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, powerbomb.
Both ascending to the top. What's happening next? Deppen is in the bad end.
Look at that. God, double fist drop. Leg hooked. 2. That's it.
The winners of this match, the premier athlete.
Wow. Sensational victory for the realigned premier athletes. Mark Sterling has his men looking great. Let's take a look at how this match concluded. Caprice from the top.
Look at that finish right there. If there was ever a question if this time off did anything great, I tell you what, man, these premier athletes look brand new and look fantastic.
What a win for Mark Sterling's crew and the premier athletes. And folks, if you're seeing this on 0 Hour, can you imagine what we'll see once the hour turns, including a fight without honor. In 22 years in Ring of Honor, there's only been 15 fights without honor. Dalton Castle, Johnny TV. Let's take a look at the emotion, the passion that is behind this fight without honor.
John TV has torched everything of mine. My TV title.
Wait a minute, Johnny TV?
What?
Catches Castle.
Dalton Castle has been eliminated.
The respect from my peers.
Gee! Are you kidding me?
Wake me up in a
Are
week.
you kidding me?
My boys.
The winner of this match, acquiring custody of the boys, Johnny TV.
We lost them, okay? We were on a mountain doing man stuff, and there was a bear.
My boys are gone. I've got no boys. I'm boyless.
Dalton, when your castle crumbles all the way to the ground, you'll truly know what it's like to have everything taken from you.
Like a peacock, phoenix hybrid, I will rise from the ashes like a phoenix.
I've never wanted something more in my life than to smash the face of John TV.
Supercard with a fight without honor.
Dalton, if you think you've sunk as low as you can sink, think again, because I'm gonna do things to you that you didn't think possible.
I will destroy John TV.
Much emotion. It can only be a fight without honor. And you'll see that right there with Dalton Castle and Johnny TV.
And the Ring of Honor Women's World Title history will be made here tonight. The World Television Title will be crowned for the first time. Queen Aminata, Billy Starks. Let's take a look at how these two great athletes made it to the finals here tonight. History beckons. A tournament to crown the first ever ROH Women's World Television Champion. Aminata's going to Philly Caprice. Billy Starks on the verge of history.
Final battle had a bittersweet ending, but this gives me a new opportunity, a new dream to chase over. I'm going for the ROH Women's Television title.
Queen Aminata did not move all the way from West Africa to be average in this country. You will now stand between the Ring of Honor Women's TV Championship and Queen Aminata.
When these two face off, it's gonna be epic.
This is not just for the Women's TV Championship. I am representing a whole continent.
How many times I have to say this? This tournament's for me. That is my title.
Queen Aminata versus Billy Starks for the Ring of Honor Women's Television Championship.
Two young women destined for greatness will meet their fate here tonight, but there can only be one first. Tonight, we crown the first ever Women's World Television Champion. But coming up next, Caprice, an exciting bout.
Yeah, we gotta get this match started right here. The Beast Mortis takes on All Heart Blake Christian.
This match is set to run for a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, that's going to Torreon, Mexico, the Beast Mortos.
Do not adjust your television sets. The Beast Mortos is here in Ring of Honor in 2024. You may recognize this athlete, but the new identity, the new passion, somehow he looks even wilder and crazier than he did before.
Adjust your television set. I've adjusted my eyes, and I got a ringside view.
He might come through it. I mean, this This is a magical beast, the Beast Mortos. Jeez.
His opponent, wrestling out of Jackson, Tennessee, weighing 180 pounds, All Heart Blake Christian.
All Heart Blake Christian, a perennial contender for championships here in Ring of Honor, holding independent championships. He's had a busy week, but tonight the biggest bout on his dance card. It is Blake Christian stepping into the ring against the Beast Mortos. I'll tell you what, he is not afraid. This man is confident, he's cool, and he's collected.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. If there's anybody not afraid of the Beast, it's Blake Christian. A little bit of the Beast has been coming out of Blake Christian, if you ask me.
Certainly has. We've seen a little bit of some risk-taking from Blake Christian.
Yeah.
When it comes to the rules. We're used to that in the high-flying sense.
Yeah. Still the high flyer, but
whoa!
Oh man, I saw you jump, Rick.
Yeah.
I saw you jump.
I almost ended up in Vladimir's lap. The great Vladimir here tonight. Everybody's here in Philadelphia.
You better get here if you ain't on your way.
Whoa, Carnival time, 0 hour. And that leads you to a great point. You see that countdown, the top left of your screen. When that goes to 0,
yeah.
Supercard of Honor goes to Honor Club, but you know what? It's $9.99. You get Supercard tonight. You get thousands of hours of Ring of Honor footage. You get Ring of Honor each and every week on Honor Club to see the great stars you're seeing here tonight. It's the best value in wrestling. But if you're seeing matches like the opener here tonight, like this, imagine what you'll see with the Stardom 6-woman tag,
right,
with the championship bouts we've already talked about. Look at this nice drop down from the Beast Mortos. Ooh, leapfrog.
I like the way that Christian is trying to take that speed up, but the Beast is right there with him, sweeping the leg out. That was a high.
Oh.
Yeah, you saw the way Christian landed on that.
Yeah, the shoulder and the neck. And it is up the ladder. It's Gary. No! Wow!
Raise him over. What?
No! What?
See? That's what I'm talking about. I got to sit down. I'm going to stay in the seat. This is 0 hour. I will not blow my top.
I gotta get my throat sprayed.
Yeah.
This is what we're getting right now? Imagine what happens 41 minutes, 34 seconds from now.
32 seconds.
What, dude, I wouldn't play that game. We'll keep counting all night. Hands around the throat here. It's the Beast Mortos.
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness, up and over.
I tell you what, man, the Beast shows a feat of speed and then right behind the feat of strength, but he's on the bad side of town.
Look at Christian.
I think that's a very smart move to throw a strike in there before you dive because the Beast can recover really fast back inside the ring.
Wow, handspring. Wheelbarrow into the pin. Oh!
That's exactly what Blake needs to do, that stick and move. Has the Beast reeling right now. Springboard.
And it's Christian with the howitzer.
I like the way Christian is not staying on the no cross bodies. All strikes. 1,
2 count there. Brandon Martinez, what a referee he is.
We only have the best here, Rick Abani. You know that.
Certainly do. As Blake Christian, all heart, gets the crowd behind him. The crowd will certainly be torn here tonight, in my opinion, for the Ring of Honor World title bout. We will see Mark Briscoe, 11 years to the day of the late, great Jay Briscoe, winning his first Ring of Honor World Championship, challenging the world champion Eddie Kingston, 2 perennial fan favorites. And it's going to be a heck of an encounter here tonight. Both men have challenged each other to bring their best.
Oh! Yeah, definitely hard to pick a winner. I know who I'm going for. A nice pull, power slam.
2.
I tell you what, man, when you're in the hands of the Beast, you have to go where the Beast takes you, and he's never taking you to a place you want to go.
Takes you straight.
Is he looking at me? I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, no, we better watch our words.
And I don't have no lunch money.
Well, it's because you treated me earlier. Thank you.
Thank you.
As Beast Mortos. Oh, goodness. And Mortos, an intimidating man here. Oh, I've said man, but I stuttered because look at the...
Yeah.
What do you even call him other than a beast?
Scary?
Yeah.
I bet his mama runs from him.
Guar would run from him. Oh, goodness!
You know, there's nothing worse than getting punched in the face, You see it coming, there's nothing you can do about it. That was a heavy hit there by the Beast. It has everybody's attentions.
He's got yellow eyes. Did you see that blank look in the yellow eyes of the Beast?
You think I'm trying to look in his eyes? See, that's how you,
well,
that's how you getting killed in movies. Look at people's eyes and stuff.
Look at this. The waist lock here. And just trying to squeeze the energy out of Blake Christian. Oh, goodness.
It's a very smart move. You know, under this Beast here is a great wrestler. With smart plan, he's seeing how much.
Cover 2.
Seeing how much energy Blake Christian has and needs to to take it out, to zap it out of him. Very smooth to try to get it out by those bear hugs and the ways that he's trying to attack the core, and that's what the Beast is doing. I don't know if I would let Christian up to his feet, though.
Oh, big back elbow. And the Beast Mortos charging in. Christian, all heart, Insigiri stops the Beast in his tracks momentarily.
I like the way you said that, stops the Beast in his track. Did you mean to say that?
There's going to be some fun things said here tonight. That might just be the beginning. Oh, goodness. Handstand caught. Christian, look at that!
Christian is playing this so smart. A lot of times athletes that go for cross bodies, dives, or something to stay inside the body. Christian has been staying around the body of Beast, not giving the Beast any opportunity to hold on to the body of Blake Christian. You already noticed the bad side of the ring.
Oh, goodness gracious!
Yeah, Blake hits that spear and goes right back into the inside. And I'm gonna let you call this, Rick.
Oh. Give it to me. Let's see it here. Blake Christian, and whoa! Dives to the outside.
You can hear the crowd here. If you can imagine, this is going on at 0 hour. I got to see that again, Rick Bonnie.
Let's take a look. It's Christian first with the spear, driving the wind through the esophagus of the Beast Mortos, and then mixing it up. Normally goes for the Fosbury flop. Instead, dive to the outside elbow now. Live action. Hooks the leg. Two. Could it be? No.
Christian is just a highlight reel. You had highlights playing, and he does a highlight while the highlights playing.
Like Dominique Wilkins, like Vince Carter in his prime.
So much going on. That's just the way it happens.
And let's catch our breath a little bit.
Watch both screens.
Look at how high he gets.
Look, Mom, no hands.
The way he swings his hips out, drives the elbow. Now look at back to live action, trying to get that fireman's carry position again.
But he's getting too close to the Beast, and he's getting into the harm's way, putting his body close to the Beast right there, avoiding. Smart move.
And oh, Beast Mortos. And oh! Christian now off the ropes. Mortos, pop up, caught, driven down.
So much speed and force back to back. That could be it.
And wow.
I tell you what, that kick out took all heart.
And what a collision we have here to kick things off. High flying, power, speed, so much more. And again, this is the 0 hour. Fans, in 37 minutes. We encourage you, we implore you, we need you on the other side at Honor Club for Supercard of Honor. If this is what you're getting now, if this is what we're willing to give you as an appetizer, you can only imagine what happens at the turn of the hour.
And you know what, the turn of the hour, when you get this pay-per-view, you're not just buying a pay-per-view, you're buying the whole library of Ring of Honor. You're opening access. Nice holding on right there. Blake Christian needed that, but no time to capitalize. Beast going to the outside of the ring.
Oh, now going to this rampway here. A new addition for this Ring of Honor card.
Yeah, you already know the mind spinning right here on Blake Christian.
Wow!
The first time Blake went into the hands of the Beast.
And oh! Driving the skull. Those horns right in to that runway.
I'm surprised he didn't stick to the stage.
And it's Christian here. Springboard for 50.
That'll be enough.
Hooks the leg. Two.
Ooh, no. That's the first time I have seen the Beast Mortis in this much trouble, barely kicking out.
And let's take a look at this amazing offense from Blake Christian. The spin around, planting the Beast, and then springboard 450. Usually that's enough, Caprice. That speaks to the Beast Mortis.
You better get back to the live screen. Blake Christian's right back on the top rope.
Action moving fast and furious here. Oh, Beast Mortos. Taking the legs, big uppercut.
This is a trap right here. Christian in a bad area right there. And the speed that Mortos has went up to the top rope with is uncanny right there. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, what? And look at the balance of Blake Christian. Oh, and the Beast Mortos is up with him. Whoa, whoa.
Power press slam, super power press slam from the top rope. Hard to recover from. Top of the head. Oh, my God.
Pump handle power driver. Two. That's it.
The winner of this match, the Beast Mortos.
New look, new attitude. Same results. Beast Mortos victorious here.
I tell you what, that was not an easy victory. Blake Christian giving everything he's got, but let's welcome back the Beast Mortos to Ring of Honor, victorious highlight.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's see this.
Wait a minute. Alex Abrahantes, Commander. Look,
They're no strangers to one another, Rick Abani.
no, they met in the past. And saluting the Beast Mortos. Wow. Geez, what an alliance that would be, or maybe it's a challenge.
Don't know.
Well, fans, tonight will be a night of title bouts, including a huge tag team championship clash. Last night on Honor Club, it was the Infantry lasting the 10-minute time limit in a proving ground bout to earn a title shot against the Undisputed Kingdom. Well, fans, we'll take a look at how that went down and how this match was made here tonight. A team that's been on fire as of late. Tonight, they have an opportunity. If they can defeat the ROH World Tag Team Champions or go the distance, they earn a future shot at the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles.
All y'all tag teams should be scared. Why? Because the Infantry is here.
Every match is an opportunity to catapult you, and you see something different in the eyes of the Infantry.
And now you see the urgency in the Undisputed Kingdom. The clock now starts to work in favor of the Infantry.
What? Wait a second.
The Infantry go the distance.
Give me the freedom. Put no titles on the line. Supercard of Honor.
A place where I made my legacy, where Mike made his legacy. There's a lot of history with the Kingdom in the ROH Tag Division. Do you know the lengths we will go to keep these?
At Supercard of Honor, we go to fulfill our destiny. The next ROH Tag Team Champion. Now just copy that.
Every opportunity you get, you take it, and that's exactly what the Infantry did in the Proving Grounds. They proved that they get a Ring of Honor Tag Team title shot, and they go against the Kingdom tonight.
And the World Television title will be on the line here tonight. Two men coming in on 8-match winning streaks. Kyle Fletcher, the World Television Champion, defends against Big Shotty Lee Johnson. And these two men have not been short of words leading into Supercard.
This is an athlete right here now that has not reached his prime, that is already a force to be reckoned with.
Your Ring of Honor World Television Champion, the Protostar Kyle Fletcher.
This is a man who has really stepped up his game following that huge title win.
This guy very well may be the future of professional wrestling, Kyle Fletcher.
I am not here to take part. I am here to take over.
You've been pretty occupied with your family, so you haven't made it much of a point to come to Ring of Honor.
I have been here busting my ass.
Lee Johnson, 6 in a row in singles action, 7 in a row, 8 in a row, and winner of 9 in a row.
I'm calling my shot. At Supercard, I got next.
Big Shotty Lee Johnson firing the biggest shot.
Get your hand.
Those two men will meet for the Ring of Honor World TV title.
Can Big Shotty's win number 10 be for the TV title?
I am here to take titles.
You are never taking this from me.
And what a huge World Television title bout this will be. Lee Johnson on the run of a lifetime, being the equally hot in Ring of Honor competition, Kyle Fletcher. Earlier tonight, Caprice, you had the opportunity to sit down with the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, Kyle Fletcher. We head to that interview right now.
Kyle Fletcher, later on tonight, you're going to be defending the Ring of Honor World Television title against Lee Johnson, who is currently 8-0 right now. Supercard of Honor tonight. How you feel going in tonight?
Caprice, I feel great. People want to keep bringing up that Lee is 8-0, but people are forgetting that I am literally undefeated in singles competition in Ring of Honor in my entire career. So Lee might be coming in confident, but nowhere near as confident as me.
Speaking of confidence, the 8-0 is a big feat, but we go back to final battle. Lee Johnson was the first person eliminated in the match to declare the television champion, and you actually won that. Do you feel like Lee Johnson has something to prove going into this match?
Caprice, you have nailed it on the head. The last time we were in the ring, he was in that match for maybe 5 minutes and got eliminated. I went 25 minutes, and I beat every single other man in that ring to become the Ring of Honor World Television Champion. Tonight, he is in a massive spot. He is 8-0. He has learned something from every one of those victories, I am sure. But until he proves it to me in that ring, I simply don't think he's on my level. He does not deserve this Ring of Honor World Championship, and there is not a chance in the entire world he's going to take it from me.
Well, that was a great interview, Caprice. Kyle Fletcher certainly confident heading into his World Television title defense, but Lee Johnson has proven in his massive winning streak that he can beat anybody. And here tonight, fans, 2 huge more matches coming your way on 0 Hour, including this tag team grudge match, Caprice.
This tag team grudge match is for the mask, but not Angelico and Serpento take on Griff Garrison and Cole Carter with Maria in their corner.
This tag team match is set for one fall, a 20-minute time limit. Team number 1 is being accompanied by Maria at a combined weight of 460 pounds. Griff Garrison and Cole Carter.
Caprice, you asked a pertinent question.
Yeah.
Is it for the mask? And while the mask is not on the line, it is certainly for the mask. Stripping Serpento of his dignity, of his identity. Maria holds high something that symbolizes the career of Serpento. And she's taking this great young tag team, Griff Garrison, Cole Carter, up the ranks, but claiming some trophies along the way.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 384 pounds. Angelico and Serpento, Spanish Announce Project.
I wonder if I'm as cool as I feel right now when this music starts playing. It's a vibe I get, baby.
I'll tell you what, it is a vibe. The Ave dancing. Serpento with the South African star, Angelico. Maria parading around the ring with the mask and the SA. Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. It is Garrison and Carter just going to work, going to town. The cheap shot, certainly straight out of the playbook of Maria.
Absolutely, and these young guys, they do it better and better every week, more cohesive. You could just look at these guys, the way they're built, the way they move, their cohesiveness continue to grow, and the ear that they have of Maria Kanellis continues to grow this team into a dominant tandem.
Look at that, great combination though from the SAP here. And this is about revenge. This is about the mask. Caprice, you've been in these grudge matches, these revenge situations. How difficult is it to focus on winning the match?
It's right, Jay, right here.
Oh, wait a minute!
It's focusing on winning. It's the same thing that Serpento is trying to do, but every time Serpento looks over at the left hand of Maria, it is a distraction because you just want to run over there and grab it, but you have 2 great athletes that are protecting it as well. Thank goodness. Right into the barricade right there. Does Griff Garrison's hip go?
I'll tell you what, it's elevating my heart rate. I can't imagine what it's doing to Serpento. I know. And Angelico, that knee, which has been surgically repaired in the past, has that brace.
Yeah. You can look at here, the mask of a luchador is so important.
Swing and a miss. Big time kick.
Careers in it, exposed. You can see right there the distraction that mask alone is allowing Carter to get control of Serpento. Right there, gloating. They have time to do it, man. These young guys are just pertinent in what they're doing.
And it is Cole Carter now sending in Serpento. It was Carter that, for lack of a better term, got Garrison to come to the dark side of things.
Yeah, I've known Garrison for a lot of years. He was very young when he started wrestling at the age of 14 years old. Very good young kid, but under the tutelage of Maria and under the influence of Carter, he has turned to the man that you see before your eyes, not afraid to take shortcuts, very cocky. But this cockiness and this assuredness that he has been getting them wins.
And Tag Made and fans, we are approaching, we're under 25 minutes until we cross the top of the hour. Well, you will have to join us on Honor Club. Watch ROH.com tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Supercard of Honor comes your way from right here in the Leocore Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We've talked about the World title match, the TV title match, the Women's World Championship, Tag Made, the tag titles, the Stardom Showcase, the Fight Without Honor, all that and more here tonight. This is disgusting. I wish we had the big red X. I wish we could censor this. This is unconscionable.
Doing what they need to do to get the distraction. Right there, the mask is in the ring, so close but so far away for Serpento. And you can see right there, Serpento just enough to make a strike, nothing to capitalize on.
Oh, nice sunset flip. It is Serpento. Tag made, though, to Carter. Garrison not the legal man. And it is Carter just mounting.
Right there's a veteran move right there by Carter. Seeing that Angelico was distracted, and right out of that distraction cuts him off. And it's so frustrating in the tag team match to look up and your corner's not there. And your partner's not there in your corner.
Oh, it's Serpento trying to fight out of the dangerous part of town of the corner of Maria's baby boys. Oh. And cover here, 1, 2. And I'll tell you what, that was a simple maneuver that readjusted the movement and the momentum of the match. That's the growth of Cole Carter and Garrison as a team. You wouldn't have seen that even 3 months ago.
I tell you what, man, they travel together now. They stay together now. They hang out together. It's a big deal, man.
No.
They're trying to tear the mask right here.
Oh, God, look at that.
I feel like I'm watching Spider-Man.
This is ridiculous. What is driving them to try and humiliate?
Well, it's almost like Serpento is wearing the kryptonite on his face. This mask has made such a big deal, and them trying to get it back so they know you put the mask on his face, he's distracted. You tear the mask on his face, he's distracted. Garrison and Carter have found the weakness of Serpento and Angelico.
And the tag made, and it has been weeks of deception, of mind games. It's almost like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, where it's just been Maria taunting Serpento with that mask up and over Garrison.
Wait a second.
Oh, sent to the outside is Cole Carter. And looking to make a tag.
This goes needs to get that tag in.
Oh, Garrison, nice waist lock there.
Yeah, waist lock, he could probably turn that into a gator rope, trying to pull Serpento away.
Oh, wait a minute.
Push off.
Separation. And Serpento in the neutral corner. It's Carter charging in. Cat caught into the Hurricane Rana there. And the tag made. It comes Angelico.
Nobody's smoother.
Angelico caught. Full Nelson kick. Separation into the corner. Trying to get loose from Carter. Wristlock takeover. It is Angelico. Springboard connects.
Telling you, man, fluid movement by Angelico, getting the crowd into it, feeling the energy. My goodness, nice right to the face by Carter, return by Angelico.
Oh, big knee up the ladder there. Of course, this Yave-style wrestling from Angelico here. Off the ropes. Look at this. So smooth. Everything purposeful in the movement, gliding through on the kick.
That capoeira movement right there, fighting style that Angelico hasn't perfected. He's perfected.
2. Oh, and this rivalry means so much to the SAP.
Yeah.
Not only looking to get that victory, but they were even taunted by Maria about how, in her opinion, they couldn't win matches despite them winning matches.
But you know, you can see how serious Maria is taking this match now. She has tucked the mask, and she is watching her baby boys, hoping they get a win. Nice flatliner there, put in place by Serpento. My goodness, nice wonton.
Cover here, leg hook, 2, and it's Garrison driving through.
Garrison had to make that recovery because Carter did not pick out of that.
Oh, goodness. Those long limbs of Garrison and equally long limbs from Angelico.
Smash going back and forth. Carter inside the ring has Serpento. Oh, my God, take about the long boots. That could be enough to take Angelico out of there.
Well, it certainly has in the past. They've used that combination to win bouts. Wow, double flatliner from Serpento.
Everybody down. Anybody's match.
And
what's she doing?
Maria with the chair. Referee Mike Posey rightfully tearing it away. Thank you. Get her out.
Get her out of the ring.
Get her out of the ring. Maybe get her out of the building.
Hey, that was a better idea. That's why I know we got the best referee in Ring of Honor.
That's called a plus-up.
Yeah.
He just plussed that up. Mike Posey, he took our idea. He made it better. Get her out.
Posey with the plus. Stop the fuss.
She's staying.
She's going to get them disqualified is what's going to happen.
Certainly is.
If Maria stays there. Carter and Garrison to be disqualified. That distraction not working much there.
But like it,
She's trying to draw them out.
well, like a cat with a mouse. And the oh no!
The bait.
Oh, and that is a wood ramp.
Yeah.
That is a pure. And they look at Carter. 2.
Tried to steal one, didn't work. Serpento rolls him up.
Stacked. 2. And Cole Carter, Serpento back to their feet. Waist lock, standing switch. It's Serpento. Trying to maintain wrist control. O'Connor roll. 1, 2. Oh, what?
See that? The mask is taken off. Serpento's protecting his face.
Handful of tights. Handful of tights. No.
Yeah.
The winners of this match, the team of Cole Carter and Grudge Garrison.
And then there was two masks now in the hands of the baby boys.
Unbelievable.
We have to get something to cover up Serpento's face.
Do we have a towel? Do we have anything? Can we sit? I can't watch this. Absolutely disgusting sight. Serpento maskless in the ring. Exciting action on the way, though. 6 women action here tonight in Stardom. Capri, 6 of the very best from Stardom.
Man, we got some of the great action here from Stardom, and we got it here tonight. 6-man, 6-woman tag team action. I can't wait to see this one happen.
Stardom is a revolutionary women's wrestling promotion based in Japan that has launched some of the most athletic, hardest hitting, and most technically sound athletes on the world stage. At Supercard of Honor, 6 of Stardom's top stars descend upon Philadelphia. One half of the current Goddess of Stardom Tag Team Champions Crazy Star and current Stardom High Speed Champion Mysera teams with 2/3 of the Arts of Stardom 6-woman champions, current World of Stardom Champion Micah, and Mina Shirakawa, the co-leaders of EXP. This dream team combines their forces to take on the leaders of the Cosmic Angels. Former World of Stardom Champion Tam Nakano, with Queen's Quest members, former High Speed Champion Izumi, and former Wonder of Stardom Champion Saya Kamatani. It will be an all-star showdown, but with tremendous implications in Japan and the United States. 6 of the top Stardom stars clash in Philadelphia.
And what a treat it will be to have the great athletes from Stardom here in Ring of Honor. One of the big reasons they are here tonight in Ring of Honor is because of the exceptional competition. Tonight, we will face the greatest Ring of Honor Women's World Champion of all time, Athena. She will take on the greatest AEW Women's World Champion of all time, Shida.
Since you forgot who I am!
The most dominant champion in the history of Ring of Honor's women's division.
You are dominant, unstoppable, the minion, overlord.
On the way to be the most dominant champion in Ring of Honor history.
I need more than these porcelain princesses.
Over 46 defenses back to back.
I need someone to give me real competition.
Wait! Holy Shida!
Are you kidding me?
Hikaru Shida here at Ring of Honor!
Do you remember the moment we faced each other in the ring? You think just because Shida beat me years ago before we got here, that she's gonna do it again, don't you? She beat you?
The longest reigning ROH Women's Champion. I am the one that put ROH on the map. I am the one that put Ring of Honor on my back and took it to new levels. I'm not afraid of Shida.
You're not afraid of me. Really?
Arguably the greatest AEW Women's World Champion to date.
You may be able to fool your minions, but you can't fool me.
Confronting the greatest champion in Ring of Honor Women's Division history.
And every time you close your eyes, you see me beating you.
Feels like falling down.
And fans, if you ever wondered what it would be like if Nolan Ryan faced Babe Ruth, you have the professional wrestling equivalent here tonight, Athena, Shida, with the ROH Women's World title on the line. But coming up next, our final bout here on 0 Hour, a huge clash. Mariah May, one-on-one against Momo, Kohgo, Stardom, as we head back to the ring here in the Liacouras Center at Temple University.
matches up for one fall in 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, let's go to London, England, Mariah May.
Caprice, you ever think somebody's so cool, so smooth, you want to be their friend at any cost?
Well, I don't know about this much cost right here. You're imitating them. Got the theme music going out. That's not Toni Storm.
Certainly not. That is Mariah May. Mariah May, though, getting her flowers last night.
Yeah.
At Stardom in Philadelphia, the 2300 arena. It was Toni Storm, as a surprise, issuing literal flowers to Mariah May.
Had to be a dream come true for Mariah.
Anticipation building here.
Let's go to Saitama, Japan. Momo Kohgo.
Momo Kohgo. A great star from Stardom. And I'll tell you what, a world traveler as well. She was in the inaugural tournament to crown the New Japan Strong Women's Championship. Scoring off at a great bout against Willow Nightingale. But of course, known for her time in Stardom. Member of the Stars group. Budding rivalry with a woman who we'll see, a great athlete we'll see later tonight, Azumi, in that high-speed division, one of the most fast-paced divisions in the world.
I'm always taken away by the culture exhibited by Stardom wrestlers in Japan and all over. The culture is always shown in beautiful displays.
And fans, our referee Taito Nakabayashi here from New Japan, from Stardom.
That's how you know it's special. We got Taito here, man.
Taito is the man. He is here tonight, especially from Japan, to ensure there are no communication mishaps. A man who's trilingual.
Who would be Supercard of Honor without super referees?
That's right. And we have a great card coming up just under 12 minutes away. Fans, if you are not locked in on Honor Club, you can join us. Watch ROH.com. For $9.99, you not only get Supercard of Honor, you get thousands of hours of the great history. Oh, and now mocking.
Yeah, mocking. A little intimidation right there. Momo not taking that.
And if you're joining us for the first time tonight and you're seeing these great athletes, week to week, bar none, some of the best wrestling on the planet with Ring of Honor. And collar and elbow in the corner.
It's literally on the planet, too, man. It's from all over the world, Australia, Japan, wherever the wrestlers come from, where they have a buzz, you will see them right here in Ring of Honor. Right here, nice switching to the corner. Momo right there.
High cross body. Momo getting the crowd behind her here.
Didn't take long either.
Oh, big drop kick. And of course, Mariah May, very well versed in Stardom competition. Former Stardom Tag Team Champion. Oh, goodness. So she is used to this fast-paced breakneck style.
Used to the fast pace and familiar with the athletes right there. As you can see, she was avoiding the movement there by Momo.
Well, Mariah was in Club Venus, Momo was in Stars, and they faced off many a times in tag team and six-woman action. Oh, goodness.
Two factions that are very well known. Nice. And see, now you should have took that kiss. Rigobotti, all you got to do is get kicked in the back.
No, thank you. Leg hook, 1, 2. I have enough problems with Toni Storm thinking I'm Tony Schiavone.
I know, that's what I was alluding to, man. It's the glasses. Gotta change your glasses, man. You gotta wear contacts.
Tell you what, if I get confused for Tony Schiavone again, it would be a great honor. He's a great man, great broadcaster. We love you, Tony. As, look at this, Mariah May spinning around. Wow.
That's a lot of spinning right there. Oh, my goodness, you can see Mariah still with her cahoots about herself. She's not dizzy.
And with her bearing straight, shotgun drop kick, stacking Momo up, cover. 2.
It shows a lot of control right there by Mariah, being able to spin that many times, and you're not dizzy yourself. You can definitely see Momo in a lot of trouble, not only the big impact from the slam, but her head spinning as well. You can see hard for Momo to get back to her feet.
And looking for the big slam here. 3 under 10 minutes away. Wow! Driving Momo down. Leg hook, cover. 2. And what a night of women's action it will be. We talked about the All-Star 6-woman Stardom tag. We will also crown the first ever Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion when Queen Aminata and Billy Starks meet one-on-one. And then the great match. Ooh, big drop kick. It's almost AEW's greatest versus Ring of Honor's greatest.
Yeah, it's almost, it is.
Athena taking on Hikaru Shida, but it's Momo right now. Look at her close the gap.
That's almost chicken. No, it's chicken.
Yeah. Shoulder to the midsection. Well, I know Toni Storm would probably like to have a word with us. Oh, in terms of her positioning as the three-time AEW champ.
Absolutely, and Toni Storm, no.
Oh, wow.
Toni Storm is right, this might be the cover.
Cover, 2.
Ooh. I was going to say, Toni Storm knows a lot about Stardom as well.
Toni Storm, a former champion of Stardom. And really, it's almost like that's what Mariah may be looking for, the love of Toni Storm.
It's the love, the accolades, the appreciation of the same trail being ran there. When you find the star, it's like, I want to start where this star started from. I want to do what they did. I want to carry the same titles they did. I want to have the same reigns. And if not better, maybe I have the same respect. Watch this. Catching with the legs there on the bottom row. Great core control right there by Mariah.
And I know there's been some dissension in the fact that Toni was hoping Mariah would be a little more successful against Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
But here tonight, Mariah looking pretty great going up top now.
When you talk about Thunder Rosa, my goodness. Very nice drop kick here.
Cover, 2.
Tell you, Mariah, it's a lot. When you take that drop kick, you land yourself kind of hard. She's landed hard. She's done the spin around. Mariah is showing me so much with the control that she has of her body and still being in control of the match right here. Taking Momo for granted, and Momo is reeling in pain.
Oh, look at this, the open hands as we are drawing near.
Yeah, this is a mistake, though. You don't stand somebody up and talk to them. You're going to get the best out of them. Waking up Momo.
And the strikes, driving everything she's got. Whatever she's got left, Momo with the forearms. Oh,
goodness.
Oh, wow. Sounded like she hit a wall.
Yeah, Mariah knows it, too. She looked at the fans. Did you hear that? Proud of herself. You ever been proud of yourself when you do something?
Yeah, and that's the look I would have had, too. Springboard, caught, waist lock.
So many things can happen from here, Riccoboni. Let's see what Mariah chooses to do.
Oh,
too late.
High angle wheelbarrow blocked, waist lock, countered, wrist lock, Momo, step over. Whoa!
That's the kick Momo needed. You can see in her eyes, she definitely wanted to do it. Swinging through, satellite DDT.
Could be it, hooks the leg, cover, 2 and, 2 count only. And what a great bout this has been as we are in the 0 hour. We will stay with this match as long as it takes to determine a victor here as we approach the 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific period. Momo, look at end things here.
Has it blocked? You saw Maria broke it free. Head, butt, into the chin area. Super kick.
And it's Mariah.
Oh, that was high on the back of the neck there. Mariah sees the opening. Mariah's going to have to take it home if she wants to win this match. You got 5 minutes and 42 seconds to make the best decision of your life.
And just stalking Momo. Oh, it's gonna be May. Cover, 2, that's it.
The winner of this match, Mariah May.
We've seen that knee before. It's gonna be May, delivered through the jaw. She may have broken the jaw of Momo.
She might have sent it into June. That thing sent. There's a knee that didn't go to the face. It went through the face. Some people punch you to punch in the face, and some people punch you to get to the back of your head. And that's exactly what Mariah was doing right there. The velocity behind that knee still has Momo Kohgo in a lot of pain.
And Mariah May defeating Stardom's Momo Kohgo, of course, the 6-woman Stardom showcase to come here tonight when we cross over in the Supercard of Honor proper. And we have brought the A-list, the top, Code of Honor not adhered to, goodness. And this is what we found out. Mariah May now thinks of Stardom, despite making her name in Stardom, despite being a top star there, suddenly turning her back to disrespect. There will be no disrespect. There will be fast-paced, high-flying action in our Superstar 6-woman Stardom showdown when we cross the top of the hour. And fans, we have the stars from Stardom. We have the champions here tonight. The only thing we are missing is you. You can join us, watch ROH.com, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, as we're closing in on the 4-minute mark. And Mariah May victorious here tonight. Fans, the QR code, if you want to hold your phone up into the screen, you can do that now. And of course, the card here tonight is loaded. On pace to be one of the best ever. Ring of Honor World Championship on the line. Eddie Kingston defending against Mark Briscoe. 11 years to the day that Brother Jay won the title for the first time. Let's take a look at what led to that now.
Hush now, child.
I'm going to fight.
Don't you cry.
For the Ring of Honor World Championship.
Boy, your beautiful life.
You deserve this shot.
Lord, have mercy. You carry a load.
And I want to be the man who gives you that shot.
The game plan was to soar, baby, but the wings was clipped. But I got this voice inside of me that says,
don't worry about that broken wing, son. You was born to fly.
I got that little voice inside of me that says,
whose wings like an eagle, we gon' mount up.
And Eddie Kingston, you got that same voice inside of you, man.
I love you, chicken. You're my brother. This is about the World Championship. I can't let this go. I'm gonna bring the old Eddie, the one that doesn't care about life, the one that doesn't care about your life either.
11 years to the day that my brother won his first Ring of Honor World title. Just like he used to tell me, time to man up.
Time to man up, baby. I've been manning up my whole life. Deep down in my heart, I love you and your family, but I won't lose.
There's nothing that means more to me than winning this title.
You better man up.
He knows I'm gonna man up and bring it, and he's gonna man up and bring it. We're gonna fight.
You better man up.
Man up, Philly. Man up. Ring of Honor World Championship. We gonna man up.
World Championship on the line. Eddie Kingston defending against Mark Briscoe. Emotions will be running high with the championship in the balance here tonight, Caprice.
That's not all, man. We have 6 women action here tonight as the women of Stardom are going to start off the show, and we're going to have it here for you tonight. 6 of the best in the world come here to Ring of Honor to show you how it's done.
And the World Tag Team titles will be on the line. The Undisputed Kingdom. We're taking to a 10-minute time limit draw against the Infantry. The Infantry catching in on that title match here tonight.
The Ring of Honor World Television Championship is on the line as Kyle Fletcher, being undefeated for such a long time, is facing a challenger who is 8-0. That's Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson makes his big shotty tonight.
History will be made. The first ever Ring of Honor Women's World Television Champion will be crowned. Queen Amanada, Billy Starks, rising from their brackets to meet to make history. Only one can be the first.
Speaking of one and being first, man, there's never been a more heated rival than the rivalry right here. And the only way to settle that is a fight without honor. You have Dalton Castle facing Johnny TV. The dramatics behind this, the boy's been eaten by bears. It's gotten crazy.
And the 2 greatest women's champions in their respective organizations, Athena, Shida, one-on-one with the Ring of Honor Women's Championship on the line. Fans, we are approaching the top of the hour. We need you to join us. Watch ROH.com to join us on Honor Club here tonight in Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, the city of brotherly love, the birthplace of Ring of Honor. Tonight, history will be made. We got a packed house. The only person here tonight is you. We need you to reach out, to reach to your screen and feel the energy here tonight. Supercard of Honor in a Caprice. We will see you on the other side.
You better be there.
Home. There's no place like it. Something familiar.
Philadelphia, for them boys, that is the origin of professional wrestling.
Something deeper. Like